Hello. I'm back. I'm back again. Welcome on in, now or later. If you wander on in, I hope you're having a good day. I am back again. I keep disappearing, reappearing, disappearing, reappearing. It is my curse currently. But sorry, just adjusting these extremely chill tunes. I think they're too chill. They might be too chill. Anyway, yeah. I have been many degrees of varying unavailable to stream for the past few weeks. Many a reason, none of which are exciting to talk about, although I probably will anyway. But right now, I'm just happy to be here in this new little corner of my room. It's a good corner. Everything over there we don't talk about. I'm still organizing that. I'm still organizing this too. But it works a lot better for my setup and for me. I have a wall now. Love to have a wall instead of a weird shelf with curtains, which is now a little sort of greenhouse plant stand. I've been very busy tending to that. Yeah. I didn't really want my bed in the setup. I was trying to avoid it as much as possible, but on the plus side, you get my Squishmallows and more chance of a Daisy sighting. She's actually like this far away from where the camera can hit, and she is snoozing hard. But yes, I just really felt like streaming today, and I really felt like going back to Beacon Pines, because it's been a long time, and we were almost finished, or at least I think we're almost finished. It's kind of hard to tell, but things were extremely popping off and being very scary, so I kind of forget where we left off, but it was intense. We had figured out a lot of stuff, so I wanted to get back into that and kind of finish that up, and also that'll free up my brain to be able to play other games too. I don't want to overwhelm myself with playing too many things at once. So I have Stardew Valley. That's going to be a thing for a long time probably because it's Stardew Valley. But there's so many games that I want to play. But I really want to finish Beacon Pines before I jump into like a whole new thing. Especially a new story game, because I can kind of only manage like a little bit at a time, so. All that to say, I'm happy to be here. And I'm just gonna get into Beacon Pines. Which even when I was playing Stardew Valley, I hadn't been able to jump back into Beacon Pines because I'm having some issues with if I talk too much, my throat gets really messed up, so here's hoping that doesn't happen today. I'm feeling good, and I'll be careful, so yeah. Let me take down these tunes. I was just remembering the last time I was streaming, technically, it was just me recording Daisy live for like 20 minutes. I was going through some tech stuff. I could not stream for a while until I got it figured out. Now it's good. I think it's good. I should probably check. If I'm actually here. I did earlier. We're good. Wild. Honestly, though, peak content. Would do again. Let me get Beacon Pines started up. Where are you? Yes. I miss these rascally little children. Mm. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my mouse kind of slapping the desk. I don't have a mouse pad or a desk mat right now, so it's just like is loud. Why am I over here? I'm in the corner. Hold on. I knew there'd be some technical things just because I changed so much stuff and I was testing so many things. I'm in a different place in my room, different camera angle. Trying to move myself. Nope, that's not it. Please. Here we go. Oh, I'm still... No, it's just like that. Okay. One moment. Humph indeed, Pando. Humph. I think I need to, like, inch my way to one side. Hold on. There. That's fine. That's good. What will that do to my other camera? Listen, that's a problem for later. Okay. Silly. Truly silly. Find a way home. Oh. Oh goodness. Everything was a lot. Just gonna test something real quick. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if this changes on stream. Doesn't really. Gosh, okay, we need to go look at the tree and remember what has happened here. Fire and ice. Oh my gosh, so much happens. Oh.
disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. Yeah, I don't trust it. We got, if I remember, we got like everything got chilled over, the whole town, everything. But we got like teleported or something, like just like disappeared into another area or another time. It's really unclear. It was bad. Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
Who is it? Is that Bozo Kerr? Oh, it's that. Is it the hyena? Is that Kerr? Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude. It's gotta be.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, young man of the hour. Now how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. Keep moving where? Is there another way to go? This way? No, it doesn't. It stops me from going that way. Is this a way? No, just down here. What's the readout? Sitting above just 258 Kelvin. It's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. What's all this? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. You almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? Oh, kids. There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Oh. Yeah, of course.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. I think we're beyond sense right now. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How do we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before. It was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to this one source. Think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Whoa. Does stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I, shoved me into, yeah. That's the one.
The fencing listened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. Even that old guy who would sit outside no matter what. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't gonna save the day. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. Indeed. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
Oh.
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort.
Oh.
If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sorta froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Now that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Geez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
Something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Oh. Perfect little Luca Van Horn. This perfect little life. Oh. This game, I swear. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. It must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Not out here, I hope. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Not here! Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. Back from where? You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep.
Boys, you shouldn't sleep outside in the cold. You're gonna get hypothermia. I feel like a grandma.
Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread.
What now?
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug.
Oh.
He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed. listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading, I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on?
Oh, baby voice.
Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye.
Daisy's twitching in her sleep. You having a big dream too?
Nothing, Buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all.
Excited.
Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise.
I think he believed it. I think he thought he was gonna come back.
With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
Who is that?
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me!
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
This is the cutest little creature. You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me? You...
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Perfect. No notes. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend? An observer? A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility? Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? I wasn't expecting to meet a whole new character at this point. What is happening? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait. Do you live here? I can't tell if they're like also a child or teenager, like a young person, or older, but just small. Because they're a little mouse? Cute rodent of some kind? You might say that. So you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Is it like an alternate Beacon Pines, or is it like a future Beacon Pines? What is going on? Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place.
Because this is home.
Cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. So it's like current Beacon Pines. That's what I was a little unsure of, because that's what it seemed like. But there's also so much weirdness. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood, or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. This is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. Oh. What does it mean? You both grew up here. But the town you've called home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That that which could not would require a precise duplicate. This is very weird. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity. A revulsion, even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover...
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
the source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could...
looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. But with a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy. It's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood.
Chapter 6. The Source.
The source!
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy.
And there was like a fake Rollo at one point in one of the branches.
It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper
sheesh.
escaped Luca's lips.
I thought that was a bench. You're here. This time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why do you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. 259k. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. People who loved them will never know the truth. Truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey. Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Weirdo. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Not mention something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to the precious source, wouldn't it? I don't know if that's a good idea. What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. What a great motto. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Okay. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you? Literally, yes.
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks, now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Truly. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Oh boy. What's that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into some possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So, why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yup. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But, like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months. Which is why I needed to satch the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back for him later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed him.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I haven't been going for long at all, but I'm hungry and it's not supper time yet. So I'm just gonna grab a snack, run an ad. I'll be back in a few minutes. Ba-da-ba. If I can get to my BRB screen. Oh my gosh. Back soon. Alright, we're back. We are back. Okay. I have some chips I might snack on, but I will mute myself. Unbelievable. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who isn't way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast-off, loser. Got him. Ooh. Crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Oh. I don't want to sneak up here. But I can't. This is where the icy blast happened. I'm assuming that's the source, but you know. Could be wrong. I think they refer to it that way, though.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa. I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. Yeah. Can't smash that or steal it. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Oh no. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr. Where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Rats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is to merely flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you are destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
We're gonna fight. Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't?
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. But, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. Throw them in anyway.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Ooh. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca. Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow.
Oh no.
He could see Kerr further down,
This is
clinging
gonna
to
be a
Iggy's coat.
choice, I bet. You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How, what channel do I use? Doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kara's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Ah, long life. I'll have you know, I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Wow, can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Courage, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. No, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. Makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this. One sec. I forgot to put on content warnings for this game. Certainly a thing. Here we go. I just like to have them front and center, just in case. Okay. Oh. Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Okay, here we go. First choice of the day. Luca had no choice but to just refuse and accept. Oh my gosh. This is hard. This is hard. I want to go refuse, but we don't have any way to pull them up. Like, unless something materializes unexpectedly, if I pick this, if we accept it. But I don't want to. Oh, this is such a tough one. No, it's not right. It's just not right. I don't think this is gonna go well. Let's see.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
I thought so. I thought so. Oh, but we have an option here too. That's interesting. Oh, what was that? Where was the other one? Crooked? We never did tickle. Can't use crooked yet. This is such an awful choice, though. What if we go back here and hum? Oh my god, such a weird situation. Okay, this is back. This is back at the source before everything we just did today.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo. The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Oh, Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then, what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, Her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. I don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen. There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. Not like that. I am tickled pink that we'll be all making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me. I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. Now, I don't think that's going to go over very well. Doesn't sound especially, believable to a whole crowd. Let's see. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Yeah. Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. Oh, yeah. Yep. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. Yes, get him! This is growing tiresome. I don't know why so many ads are running on my channel right now. Did not think I had it set up that frequently. Well... A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I love her. Look at her hair. It's so powerful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable. He is both the worst and an NPC that I would 100% play in a tabletop game. Oops. So that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. Sorry, I'm so distracted by the little family in the bottom right corner. The bunnies! Look at the little bunnies! Okay, actually, I'm paying attention to everyone right now. There's a little bear. Oh my gosh. Look at this good town. Oh no. The truth is... Oh no, dramatic pause. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. Hold on a minute. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter. Your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr? Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Yeah. Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror
Horrifying.
gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No! Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Kind of on the nose. Ah, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Ooh. Ooh. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Revolt. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward. Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? Sorry, that was really silly. I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But I... Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. Good villains. I don't know which is worse. A son who is completely hopeless. Or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? I love her, I love her, I love her. Huh. You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Blather what now? Blather what? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow. You've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It was truly the role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was a patsy the whole time? It's a really long way to go for a joke. They did it. Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. Choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Huh, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. Things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Huh.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we? Ay, ay, ay.
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily.
This is the end
as
situation?
More and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Of course.
The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
So the only missing link here is Tickle? Why do I feel like I tried Tickle? Like, why do I remember? I'm like almost... I must have almost went with Tickle. Like, been a little weirdo right here. I want to see where this goes. I don't want to miss anything. This is way back, though. This is when we, in the other path, pushed Iggy into the goo.
Well, time
Mr.
to
Tickles.
bust out the tickles.
This is so far back. Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
That's weirder behavior than the strange one. What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Hi, Charismatic. Welcome on in. I am having a good day, thank you. I hope you're having a good day as well. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Such a weird choice. I'm glad to hear that, Charismatic. I can't do a hippo laugh.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
Oh. I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Meh. I just feel bad for him now that we know more about Iggy. Oh, don't be a bully. Oh no, it got on. Oh no, but it got on Beck. Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
So it's about, as I like to say, change. It's like, it's this story about these teenagers who are little cute animal people in this town where strange things are going on, but there's this weird mechanic in the game where when you're faced with a decision, you like pick up these words that can like shift your decision in one direction or another, and there's like a tree of choices. So I was at like what felt like end game just a few minutes ago, but I went back, I flipped all the pages back into like this early place and put in a different word to go down a different path. It's really, really interesting. It's a really good game. Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, it turned her hair gray. Yeah, butterfly effect. For sure, for sure. But it's like further down the path, you like pick up new words and then so you can go back in the tree to earlier and put those new words in and go down different paths. I'm just like filling in one right now that I didn't do before. Oh God.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4. I was just on chapter 9. Oh my God.
The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching
I
his
know
breath.
so much more than I did.
He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess.
just met. Oh my gosh, but I know so much about her.
Hopefully he could make
We
it up
had
to her.
moments.
But finding Rolo was his
They never
primary
happened.
concern.
Okay. Yeah, so there's this tree, and it starts all the way down here. You can go all the way up this path. Bad stuff happened up there. But bad stuff also happened up there, so now we're here. We're right here. Oh boy. These are all my different words that can lead to choices. Find Rolo. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
Oh yeah, Rolo is missing. That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rolo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rolo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. Oh no. Roxy's gonna get in trouble now. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You two go back to that little tree house you like to play in. Jumbled that. Wait there in case Rolo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Nothing to say, Bug Kid? Gosh, it's been a while since I've been to the treehouse. I can't remember where it is. Not that way. That's the Valentine's.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with a start.
Ah. Whoa. Don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Because, yeah, I know about the phone booth, but Luca doesn't. Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed.
gonna be an
Kind
option.
eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all.
Is it
It
guilt?
was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Malice? Oh. Oh, but it could be both. I just got this one, so I feel like this could be the most relevant one. I think this one is true because of this one.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this to all be over. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Ah! Get away from me. Oh no, that's Solomon. But it's not, though. I know so much now. I have to know what they're talking about. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree. This is all a little more than sad. This is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? Oh, a little bit like Night in the Woods? I can see that. Definitely a little animal children getting into intense trouble and having feelings. I haven't actually played Night in the Woods, weirdly enough, but I feel like that's true. I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It'd be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Oof. This little lizard person is always reading a book that has something to do with what's going on. Pretty spot on. Yeah. It's certainly beloved. I'm surprised I've never played it before. Maybe one day. He looked down and muttered in a gruff voice. Mom always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up, but my problems always seemed to grow right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, I'm supposed to be going to the treehouse, but nothing to say. This is not the time for ice cream. Heck if I didn't try. Treehouse is not this way. Oh, but I have to see Dawn. She's the best. No, she's asleep. No. But I love her. She's a little bat. And she's perfect. Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modwell? Modwell? I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. This is one of Beck's moms. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight and get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. I'm also a little thirsty. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Not creepy at all. Whoa. You could get a wrench to the noggin sneaking up on a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junkin', sonny. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Bah. Ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. Silly. This man, always there. Okay, treehouse is this away. Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rolla come this way by chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish here in this pond. There's like a weird fishing game here. Very sad. Weird fishing game. Okay, I have new ones.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
This game is like, what if a fishing game, but the most tragic thing you've ever seen? Give it a good cast now. You have to reel it in a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest. Go pick your bait from the tackle box, Buckaroo. Did I just do it bad?
Luca wrapped a twig. Some fish have.
Just a little sparkle. There we go. Oh no! Easy there, Buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. I'm gonna do it again.
Luca wrapped a. Some fish have.
There we go. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Foresight. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here, in case he ever wants to pick it up. Oh, goodness. this.
Luca tied a bent nail onto the line. If all you have is a hammer...
It's a photo of you and Uncle Joseph. Uncle Joseph. Let me see that. Huh. Look at those two young fools. How would it end up in the bottom of the pond? Who can say? Some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. Oh. That's a Daisy supper time right there, but she is snoozing. Fully asleep. Not a care in the world. She asked for her food earlier. With her new button. I think she's okay. What's a new job got to do with him fishing with us? It's complicated. He's a traitor. That's why it's complicated. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. Well, that's quite a haul. Oh, I got them all. Got an achievement. Feels like a good time to pack up. Oh, just a little bit longer. Things lasted forever. They might not feel as special, huh? I guess. I'll make you a deal, Buckaroo. If you ever feel like you need to talk, but anything at all, you just say, "Let's go fishing," and I'll know what you mean. Like a secret password? Yes, top secret. Neat. This is... It's just sad. It's sad. Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rolo! Rolo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace.
This is such a good treehouse.
Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black
Oh, no.
expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed.
Sorry for the amount of ads. They've been really going wild today. I need to look at my settings. I don't have a ton of control over it, though.
He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone.
Aww.
Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so. His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, buckaroo. Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Sorry, are you in there?
Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Oh no.
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony.
Maybe it's Rollo's sister.
As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through
Is
the
it
hole.
Rollo? Stop right there, or I'll... It is Rollo. Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are
The
you?
large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now, or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. There's a fake Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Huh. Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
His jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him.
Oh, he's like older. Oh, weird. That makes sense.
Something about him was undeniably Rollo.
People who come in contact with that, like, goo, it messes with their age.
Only bigger, older, changed.
Yeah. How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. What? Where did they take you? I don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big, look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. Beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too? I love him. Dang, Paul just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Kind of tasted like licorice. Why would they make him drink it, though? For what reason? I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome! Well, I'm just glad you're safe now. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched. But look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger, huh?
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Ah, take cover. Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So, you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? Oh yeah, I forgot she hasn't been there yet in this version. I think you mean our silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca? This is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but...
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yup.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay. Just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You were the one who said change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. Can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Oop. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. The blue looks good, come on. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. Sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. This is weird because I know who it is now. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modewell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before we even had a chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she has finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. When she finishes the work, she'll either leave the office completely committed to Perennial Harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is the founder? I was hoping you guys would know. I know! Ask me! Ask me! Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. But Beck heard his voice through the radio. And it's like notable. Maybe she'll recognize him. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was gonna come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting! This is officially a heist!
Chapter 6. The Heist.
The heist. Of course.
They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're gonna talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you explain to plan your
He
new
waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Alona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Oh my gosh. Jeff first? Okay. Iggy and Tish. It'd be easier with Iggy if we had actually had the conversations that we had in the different future. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Oh, look at us on this new branch. Interesting. I wonder if this one would have gone like... Yeah, I wonder if I had done the shame one, I think I would have gotten into some danger and it would have ended. That's my guess. That's my guess. Okay. I have to go make supper. I have everything ready to make some soup, so I must go do that and rest my voice. I've just been talking nonstop. Just nonstop. I think it autosaves there. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Coming by. I've been uploading the VODs to these on YouTube. Nothing much going on over there, but I just like to have it as a little archive. For now. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up. Sorry, I just immediately got distracted by Daisy. She's doing that thing with her paw over her face. Perfect. Perfect and good. Okay. Hopefully I will be back sooner rather than later. I've been once again going through it, part 3, forever. But at least I'm settled in my new little corner here. Makes it a little easier, actually. We will see. We will see. I would really like to just be on a, not a regular schedule, but like a regular, like, streaming a couple times a week at whatever time I can kind of routine. That has been wildly just impossible for the last while, but I am hoping. So, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you hopefully soon. Bye.